Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team, and right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
On hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The Toronto Raptors begin the game with the basketball. Curling inside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Butler. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Butler to bring it up. They're down three. To Tobias Harris. Redick. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Toronto with the basketball. Leonard. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Butler for two. And the rebound taken by Gasol. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lowry. Can't connect.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Lowry with it. 8-2 our score. It goes down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Tobias Harris. From the outside, no good.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 8.
Simmons to Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Leonard to Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Marc Gasol trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Lynn with it. The lead stands at 9. To Powell. Gasol to Lynn. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. McConnell to Embiid. Joel Embiid. 3 for 4. Good start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lynn with it. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks to the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Kawhi Leonard, he's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
To Embiid. Baseline drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers control it to Butler. Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Ibaka. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
OG Anunoby, guarded by Jimmy Butler. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Butler. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Oh, yeah, me and you, me and you.
Leonard, great dish to set it up. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
The shot missed by Smith. Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Stepping in for Philadelphia, number 17, J.J. Redick.
Jimmy Butler. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Just a ball handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Lowry to Leonard. Lowry, and the rebound pulled down by Simmons. Butler into the front court, trailing by 15. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Leonard. Well done, Kyle Lowry. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Redick to Butler. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. Greg Monroe tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Sixers have the basketball. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throws good, a 3-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. Kicks it around the perimeter. Leonard goes to the right side. Oh, had him going there for a second. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there. but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Butler to Tobias Harris.
That's been signed by the entire team. Show them early for your chance to win.
Not that time.
I got help. I got your help.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Raptors certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting. And it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The 76ers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's...
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.